Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare
प्लीज स्टार्टिंग करो
Hare Krishna बोलिए Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Rama Hare
perfect
Hare Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare
मेरा पास की है हरे
वही तो सकते हैं
Hare Krishna Hare Rama Hare
put the straight
Hare Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare
ये मास्टर कभी भी फीडबैक पकड़ने के बाद पूरा याद करते
Hare Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare
because we don't get chance to
पूरा बात करना क्यों
Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna हम आठवां Hare Krishna
They wanted to speak. Propensity to speak. Speed, that also we need to regularize. That also
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare. These are
about their well-being. That's
Hare
it.
Krishna. यहाँ इतना काम है हम फील करते हैं तो हम
Right?
Yes.
Yeah, why?
What is called?
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Time waste.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
There is one verse by Rupa Goswami has given a talk.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Yeah,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Manti Mataji.
Yes.
Hari Bol.
Hari
Thank you for your appreciation. Very nice.
Hare Krishna.
No need to give certificate.
Okay, দিতে হবে না মাসিমা সার্টিফিকেট প্রমাণপত্র দিতে হবে
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
रुको কেন क्या है बेलो बोलो बोलो ना बड़ा 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 बड़ा
ভালো কেন বলবো না
क्या बोलो 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 she will tell but you are not a
expert
no you are not saying that you are just 1 year back more than 30 plus
no 30 plus
how many years you are here in
more than 20 years
more than 20 years बोलो driving कर रहे हैं बोलो
Hare Krishna.
बैग लेके चले आते
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Rama. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम 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 राम हरे हरे नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपस्ताय भूतले श्रीमती राधा स्वामी नामिने नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपस्ताय भूतले श्रीमती भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीधर हरे कृष्ण हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे 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 राम हरे हरे कृष्ण हरे 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 राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम
Very fast पे जाना, very fast. Delay only.
कृष्ण हरे हरे राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम हरे हरे कृष्ण हरे हरे राम
नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपस्ताय भूतले श्रीमती राधा स्वामी नामिने नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपस्ताय भूतले श्रीमती भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी नामिने नमस्ते संकटे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीधर गौरव हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे राम राम हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम
हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे
हरे कृष्ण हरे राम राम हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे कृष्ण
कृष्ण
हरे
नित्यानंद श्री देवदास श्वास हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण
राम हरे हरे,
हरे कृष्ण
हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे कृष्ण
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, राम हरे हरे, कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण
हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमती राधास्वामी नामिने, नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमती भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी नामिने, नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे, जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसादि गौरभक्तवृंद, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे,
कृष्ण हरे हरे, राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, राम राम राम
हरे
हरे
कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम
हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण
हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे कृष्ण हरे राम राम हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे राम,
हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण हरे हरे, राम राम
हरे कृष्ण
कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण
हरे
हरे
राम
हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, राम राम हरे
हरे
हरे,
कृष्ण
राम हरे हरे,
हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्ण
Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Rama.
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sadhu Gaura Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare
Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna. We'll start in 1 minute. We'll start in a couple of minutes. So almost done with my round. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama.
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Ram,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare Rama.
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Rama.
Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama, Rama.
Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram.
Ram, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram,
Ram,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, thank you so much for waiting. We will start with quick Mangalacharana and start reading CC Madhya 6. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Mukhaṁ karoti vācālam pangumulam gāyate girim yatkripātam vande Shri Gurum Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Mishwaram Om Apavitra Pavitra Sarvavasangatam Viva Yaspare Pundari Kaksham Samdhyapyantaram Suchihi Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Please repeat. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
One Prabhuji, one Mataji, please do that. We all repeat.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya
Jaya
Jaya
Sri Chaitanya Jaya
Nityananda.
Nityananda.
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta.
Vrinda.
One more time.
Jaya Jaya Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta. Yeah, let us together all of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama
Hare Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you very much. Let me share. 610. Yeah. 6th chapter entitled as quickly. Madhya 6th chapter entitled as Madhya.
Liberation of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya.
Right. Thank you. Liberation of Srila Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. Very good. So last Friday, we stopped at this verse. Krishna Varnam Tisha Krishnam Sango Pangasra Parshadam Yajnai Sankirtana Praya Yajanti Sumedasa. This verse found in Srimad Bhagavatam 11th canto, 5th chapter, 32nd verse, about the appearance and purpose of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his complexion, how he looks like. So we'll start from 104. Mata is, this is very nice. Mahabharata Vishnu Sahasranama Stotra. This is very, very important. Gopinath Acharya quoted this verse. Mahabharata's Vishnu Sahasranama Stotra. Very nice. Vishnu Sahasranama Stotra also mentioned about the appearance of Supreme Lord Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Dipamata, are you ready to read? I'm not sure. Anyway, Samyukta Mata, please begin.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
CC Madhya Leela 6.104. Suvarnavarno Hemango Varangas Chandanangadi Sanyasakritchamassanto Nishta Shanti Parayanaha.
Yeah.
Translation purport by Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Translation. The Lord in the incarnation of Gaurasundara has a golden complexion. Indeed, his entire body, which is very nicely constituted, is like molten gold. Sandalwood pulp is smeared all over his body. He will take the fourth order of spiritual life, sannyasa, and will be very much self-controlled. He will be distinguished from Mayavadi sannyasis in that he will be fixed in devotional service and will spread the Sankirtana movement. Purport. Gopinath Acharya quoted this verse from the Mahabharata's Vishnu Sahasranama Stotra. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. This
Thank
is
you,
one of the proof. Thank you, Mataji. This is one of the proof that mentioned in the Vishnu Sahasranama also about the appearance of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. It's very important actually. So, next verse. Let me see. Sandhya Mataji, Hare Krishna. Please go ahead.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी तुम्हारा आगे इतना कथारा नहीं प्रयोजन भूमि तेरा रूपना.
Okay. Do it again, Mataji. I just muted Lavanya. So, you can do again.
तुम्हारा आगे इतना कथारा नहीं प्रयोजन उषारा भूमि तेना बीजेरा रोपना. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Gopinath Acharya then said, there is no need to quote so much evidence from the Shastras. For you are a very dry speculator. There is no need to sow seeds in barren land.
Read one more.
तोमारा उपारे तंद्रा कृपया बेहाबे ऐसा बा सिद्धांता ताबे तोमी हा काहिबे. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. When the Lord will be pleased with you, you will also understand these conclusions and will quote from the Shastras.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Radhika Mataji. Can you please do?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Pranam.
शिष्य कहे कुतर्कन वादा विहार की दोष ए माया प्रसाद. Translation: the false arguments and philosophical word jugglery of your disciples are not faults of theirs. They have simply received the benediction of Mayavadi philosophy.
Next verse. Krishna, that's it. Right?
Yacha tayuva dattam vadinam vai vivada samvada bhuvo bhavantu kurvanti jaisa muhurasma moham tasmai namo nanda gunaya bhumi. Translation: I offer my respectful obeisances unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is full of unlimited qualities and whose different potencies bring about agreement and disagreement between disputants. Thus, the illusory energy again and again covers the self-realization of both disputants. Purport by Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. This is a quotation from Srimad Bhagavatam 6.4.31.
Thank you, Mataji. Yeah. Lavanya, can you do? Hare Krishna. You are speaking on mute, I think. Lavanya, are you there?
Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Go ahead.
Can you scroll?
You want to
scroll
read? It's a Bhagavatam prayer, you can read. Start.
युक्तं च शान्ति सर्वत्र भाषन्ते ब्राह्मणा यथा मायं मदीयम् उग्रया वदतां किं नु दुर्घटम्. Can you scroll down? Yeah. Translation: in almost all cases, whatever learned Brahmanas speak becomes accepted. Nothing is impossible for one who takes shelter of my illusionary energy and speaks under her influence. Purport by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. In this verse from Srimad Bhagavatam, 11th Canto, 22nd chapter, 4th verse, the Supreme Personality of Godhead explains that his illusory energy can perform the impossible. Such is the power of illusory energy. In many cases, philosophical speculators have covered the real truth and have boldly set forth false theories. In ancient times, philosophers like Kapila, Gautama, Jaimini, Kannada, and similar Brahmanas propounded useless philosophical theories. And in modern days, so-called scientists are setting forth many false theories about the creation, backed up by seemingly logical arguments. This is all due to the influence of the Supreme Lord's illusory energy. The illusory energy, therefore, sometimes appears correct, and because it is emanating from the Supreme correct. To avoid the very bewildering illusory influence, one must accept the words of the Supreme Personality of Godhead as they are. Only then one can escape the influence of the illusory energy. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, thank you. Mama Maya Duratya. Devi Gunamaya, Mama Maya Duratya. Mameve Prapadyante, Maya Titam Tarantite. We surrender to Krishna. That's it. So this is the statement. One must accept the words of the Supreme Personality of God as they are. Sarvadharman Parityaja, Mamekam Sharanam Praja, Aham Tvam Sarvapapebhyo, Moksha Ishyami Masucha. Just surrender unto Krishna. That's it. and serving service attitude. Anyway, yeah. CC Madhya 6.1110. Let me see any other Mataji. Sirisha Mataji, Hare Krishna. Want to read?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji.
How are you, Mataji?
Little fine, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Sorry, Prabhuji, unable to join one.
No, it's okay, no problem. Yes, Mataji. Yeah. Take rest. Read
Yes,
it.
Prabhuji. तावे भट्टाचार्य काहे यागा गोस्वामी रास्ताने आमारा नामे गाना sahita karani mantrane. Translation. After hearing this from Gopinatha Acharya, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya said, first to go to the place where Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is staying and invite him here with his association, asking him on my account.
One more. You can read one more.
Prasada anita nare karaha age bhiksha paschat asi amare karahi siksha. Translation. Take Jagannatha Prasadam and first give it to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his associates. After that, come back here and teach me well.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you.
Deepa Mataji, you can continue.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Kandak.
Dandavat Pranam.
Yeah, you can ninja Prabhuji.
Yes.
आचार्य भागिनी पति शालका भट्टाचार्य निंदा स्तुति हास्य शिक्षा कराना आचार्य. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Gopinath Acharya was the brother-in-law of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. Therefore, their relationship was very sweet and intimate. Under the circumstances, Gopinath Acharya taught him by sometimes blaspheming him, sometimes praising him, and sometimes laughing at him. This had been going on for some time.
Yeah, this one.
Acharyera Siddhante Mukundera. Acharyera Siddhante Mukundera Haila Santosha Bhattacharyera Vakya Mane Haila Dukha Rosha. Translation. Srila Mukunda Datta felt very satisfied to hear the conclusive statements of Gopinath Acharya, but he became very unhappy and angry to hear the statements put forward by Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya.
Thank you, Mataji. Now, let us.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Gaurav Prabhu, Raju Prabhu, Sapan Prabhu, in sequence. And
Hare
Gaurav
Krishna
Prabhu,
Prabhuji.
please read.
गोसानी रे स्थाने आचार्य कैला अगमाना भट्टाचार्य नामे तंद्रे कैला मंतराना. Translation. According to the instruction of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, Gopinath Acharya went to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and invited him on the Bhattacharya's behalf.
This one also.
Mukunda Sahita Kahe Bhattacharya Kathaha Bhattacharya Ninda Kare Mane Pane Vyatha. Translation. The Bhattacharya's statements were discussed before Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Gopinath Acharya and Mukunda Datta disapproved of the Bhattacharya's statement because they caused mental pain. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, thank you very much. Raju Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji.
Dandavat Pranam.
Suni Mahaprabhu kahe ache matu khaha ama prati bhattacharyera haya anugraha. Translation. Hearing this, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, do not speak like that. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya has shown great affection and mercy toward me. हमारा संन्यासा धर्म चाहे न रखी थे वात्सल्य करुणा कारेना की दोषा ही हाते. Translation. Out of personal affection for me, he wants to protect me and see that I follow the regulative principles of a sannyasi. What faults is there in this? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, thank you. Sapan Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Aradhina Mahaprabhu Bhattacharya Sane Anande Karila Jagannatha Darashane. The next morning, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya together visited the temple of Lord Jagannatha. Both of them were in a very pleasant mood. Bhattacharya Sange Tanra Mandire Aila Prabhu Re Asana Diya Apane Vasila. Translation: When they entered the temple, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya offered Chaitanya Mahaprabhu a seat while he himself sat on the floor out of due respect for a sannyasi. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Next set of devotees. So Surendra Prabhu, Chandravel Prabhu, and then yeah.
Hare Krishna. Vedanta padite tabe arambhu karila sneha bhakti kari pichu prabhure kahila. Translation: He then began to instruct Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu on Vedanta philosophy. And out of affection and devotion, he spoke to the Lord as follows. Purport: The Vedanta or Brahma Sutra written by Srila Vyasadeva is a book studied by all advanced spiritual students, especially by the sannyasis of all religious communities, that is sampradayas. The sannyasis must read the Vedanta Sutra to establish their final conclusions concerning Vedic knowledge. Here, of course, the Vedanta mentioned is the commentary of Shankaracharya known as Shariraka Bhashya. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya intended to convert Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who was a Vaishnava sannyasi, into Mayavadi sannyasi. He therefore made this arrangement to instruct him in the Vedanta Sutra according to the Shariraka commentary of Shankaracharya. All the sannyasis of Shankara Sampradaya enjoy seriously studying the Vedanta Sutra with the Shariraka Bhashya commentary. This is called Vedanta Vakeshu Sadhu Ramantaha. One should always enjoy the studies of the Vedanta Sutra. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Chandramal Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Vedanta Sravana ye sanyastra dharma nirantara kara tumi Vedanta Sravana. The Bhattacharya said, hearing Vedanta philosophy is the sannyasi's main business. Therefore, without hesitation, you should study Vedanta philosophy. Hearing it without session from a superior person. Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, please give it to other person.
Acha, okay, let me do. Since right now, 8:40. CC Madhya 6.122. Prabhu kahe more tumi kara anugraha se kartavya tumi yehi more kaha. Lord Chaitanya replied, "You are very merciful to me. Therefore, I think it is my duty to obey your order." CC Madhya 6.123. Satadina paryanta aiche kare na shavane bhala manda nahi kahe vasi matra sune. Thus for 7 days continually, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu listened to the Vedanta philosophy expounded by Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. 7 days continually. However, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not say anything and did not indicate whether it was right or wrong, just hearing. He simply sat there and listened to the Bhattacharya. Very good. So again, Mataji, I'll call randomly. Okay. Sandhya Mataji, can you please read?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Ashtama divase tandre puche sarva bhauma tata dina kara tumi Vedanta Shravana. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. On the 8th day, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya said to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, "You have been listening to Vedanta philosophy from me continually for 7 days.
Read, read.
भाला नाही कहा राहा मौनाधारी भुजा की ना भुजा इहा bujite na pari. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. You have simply been listening, fixed in your signs. Since you do not say whether you think it is right or wrong, I cannot know whether you are actually understanding Vedanta philosophy or not.
Yeah, his feelings. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sitting 7 days, just hearing, nothing speaking. Arey, what's going on? Now he's asking. Very good. Thank you, Mataji. Radhika Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
प्रभु कहे मूर्ख आमे नाही अध्ययना तुम्हारा अज्ञाते मात्र करिए श्रवण. Translation by Srila Prabhupada said, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu replied, I am a fool and consequently I do not study the Vedanta Sutra. I am just trying to hear it from you because you have ordered me.
Yeah, read one more, Mataji.
सन्यासी धर्म लागी श्रवण मात्र करी तुम्हें ये अर्थ करा पूजिते ना पारी. Translation and purpose by Srila Prabhupada. Only for the sake of executing the duties of the renounced order of sannyasa do I listen. Unfortunately, I cannot in the least understand the meaning you are presenting. Purpose. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu presented himself as if he were a sannyasi in name only, or in other words, a number one fool. Mayavadi sannyasis in India are very much accustomed to declaring themselves Jagat Gurus, teachers of the world. Although they have no information of the outside world and are limited in their experience to a small town or village, or perhaps to the country of India, nor do such sannyasis have sufficient education. Unfortunately, at the present moment, there are many foolish sannyasis both in India and elsewhere who simply read and study Vedic literature without understanding the purport. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was having his discussion with the Chand Parsi, the Muslim magistrate of Navadvip, he recited a verse from the Vedic literature to the effect that the order of sannyasa is prohibited in this age of Kali. Only those who are very serious and who follow the regulative principles and study Vedic literature should accept sannyasa. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu approved of a sannyasi's reading the Vedanta Sutra or Brahma Sutra, but he did not approve the Sharirik commentary of Shankaracharya. Indeed, he said elsewhere, Mayavadi Bhasya Shunile Haya Sarvanasha. If one hears the Sharirika Bhasya of Shankaracharya, he is doomed. Thus, a sannyasi, a transcendentalist, must read the Vedanta Sutra regularly, but he should not read the Sharirika Raka Bhasya. This is the conclusion of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The real commentary on the Vedanta Sutra is Srimad Bhagavatam. Artho Yam Brahma Sutranam. Srimad Bhagavatam is the original commentary on the Vedanta Sutra written by the author himself, Srila Vyasadeva.
Hariva. Thank you, Mataji. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu disapproved. Shariraka Bhashya. That's a Mayavada philosophy. Mayavadi Bhashya Sunile Haya Sarvanasha. They are, I am asking now one question. What is the Mayavadi philosophy?
God is impersonal and will merge into the Brahman.
Yeah, that is an understanding. Yes. Anyone? Impersonalism, yes. They won't
That we merge into that there is only one, and the soul merges into the super soul.
Yeah, impersonal realization, emerging Brahman realization.
Prabhuji, one who does all the rituals for the material benefit.
Rituals for the sake of Prabhu? What did you say?
For the material benefits.
Okay. Yeah, it's called materialist. Okay. Yeah. See,
and
these are the.
I think
somebody is speaking. Haribol?
Yeah, myself only, Prabhuji, Surender. So I think there's a difference, Prabhuji, like Brahmavadi and Mayavadi. Brahmavadi is who actually aspires to merge into the effulgence of the Supreme Lord. And Mayavadi is one only for the sake of the material benefits. They do all the rituals.
Okay. Okay, that's also right. But another thing is, they won't understand the completeness of Supreme Lord. They are up to that point only. That's it. God is one. Nirakara. God is light. Shunyavadi. Nirvisesha Shunya. We recite this prayer, right? Prabhupada Pranati. Namaste Saraswati Deve. Gauravani Pracharane. Nirvisesha Shunyavadi. Impersonalism. Voidism. Shunyavadi. Paschatya Tradition. So, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also here, Sharika Bhasha is impersonalism. It's a Mayavadi philosophy. Nothing much beneficial for a person. But of course, I mean, it's a Krishna's will only, who is a Shankaracharya. Krishna appeared just to propagate that Mayavadi philosophy, at least in just beginning to give, before giving the proper knowledge of the Srimad Bhagavatam and these instructions. So, incompleteness, that's what we have to understand. It's not incomplete knowledge. Bhagavan realization and Bhakti Yoga, which directs to Supreme Lord, that is a perfect knowledge and that is a perfect realization. Yes, thank you very much. Now, Lavanya, can you read one next two?
Yeah, CC Madhya Lila 6.128. Bhattacharya kahe na booji hai na jnana yara. Booji para lagi seha pooje punarbara. Translation: Sarvam Bhattacharya replied, I accept that you do not understand, yet even one who does not understand inquires about the subject matter.
Do this one.
Tumi suni raha mauna matra dari, Hridaya ki ache tumara bujite na pari. Translation: You are hearing again and again, yet you keep silent. I cannot understand what is actually within your mind.
Not able. 7 days continuously. Anyway, Samyukta Mataji.
Yes, Prabhu. प्रभु कहे सूत्रेरा अर्ध बुझिए निर्मला तोमारा व्याख्या सुनी माना हयता विकला. Translation and purpose of Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation: Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then revealed his mind, saying, I can understand the meaning of each sutra very clearly, but your explanations have simply agitated my mind. Purport: the factual meaning of the aphorism of the Vedanta Sutra is as clear as sunshine. The Mayavadi philosophers simply try to cover the sunshine with the clouds of interpretations imagined by Shankaracharya and his followers.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Wari Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam. Yeah, please do.
Okay. CC Madhya Lila 6.131. Sutrera Artha Bhashya Kahe Prakashaya Tumi Bhashya Kaha Sutera Artha Achidaya Achadaya the Achadiya. Translation. What is it, Prabhuji?
Achadiya. Here, A paina using Achadiya. Okay.
Sitara Artha Achadiya. Translation. The meaning of the aphorisms in the Vedanta Sutra contain clear purports in themselves, but other purports you presented simply cover the meaning of the sutras like a cloud. Purport. Please refer to Adi Leela 7th chapter verses 106 to 146 for the explanation of this word.
7th chapter Adi Leela. We are already done with Adi Leela. How many of us remember? That is Manda Buddhi of Kali. I didn't remember anything. What's there? Maybe we'll refer, because since we already did now, we'll refer later. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhupada.
మీరు ఒకటే అది ఒకటే చదివిన కదా, you didn't read purport, right? You can read one more. Yeah.
Okay. CC Madhyalila 6.132. Sutrera mukhya arthana kahe vakyahana kalpanarthe tumitaha kare achadana. Translation. You do not explain the direct meaning of the Brahma Sutras. Indeed, it appears that your business is to cover their real meaning, purport. This is typical of all Mayavadis or atheists who interpret the meaning of Vedic literature in their own imaginative way. The real purpose of such foolish people is to impose the impersonalist conclusion on all Vedic literature. The Mayavadi atheists also interpret the Bhagavad Gita. In every verse of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, it is clearly stated that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In every verse, Vyasadeva said, Sri Bhagavan Uvacha, the Supreme Personality of Godhead said, or the Blessed Lord said. It is clearly stated that the Blessed Lord is the Supreme Person, but Mayavadi atheists still try to prove that the absolute truth is impersonal. In order to present their false imaginary meanings, they must adopt so much word jugglery and grammatical interpretation that they finally become laudarious. Therefore, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu remarked that no one should hear the Mayavadi commentaries or purports to any Vedic literature.
Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Yeah. Yeah, Deepa Mataji and Shirisha Mataji. Yeah. You can read one. Shirisha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
उपनिषद शब्दे मुख्य अर्थ हाया से ही अर्थ मुख्य वास्य सूत्रे शाबकाया. Translation. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu continued, the Vedanta Sutra is the summary of all the Upanishads. Therefore, whatever direct meaning is there in the Upanishads is also recorded in the Vedanta Sutra or Vyasa Sutra. Purport. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati has explained the word Upanishad in his Anubhashya. Please refer to Adilila 2nd chapter 5th verse and Adilila 7th chapter verses 106 and 108 for his explanation.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Deepa Mataji. Yeah, Prabhus. Gaurav Prabhu, you can read another one verse. Let us do all the Prabhus. Can I do it?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Mukhartha Shaidya Kara Gaunartha Kalpana Abhidhana Vritti Chadi Kara Sabdera Lakshana. Translation. For each sutra, the direct meaning must be accepted without interpretations. However, you simply abandon the direct meaning and proceed with your imaginative interpretation. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Raj Prabhu.
Prabhuji, he went to drop kids, sir.
Okay. Okay, Mataji. Chandravari Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Pramanera madhya shruti pramana pradana shruti mukyartha kahe se pramana. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Although there is other evidence, the evidence given in the Vedic version must be taken as a foremost. Vedic versions understood directly are first-class devotees.
As evidence.
Perfect. Works that should be consulted are Srila Jiva Goswami's Tattva Sandarbha 10-11. Srila Baldeva Vidya Bhushana's commentary on that, the following verses of the Brahma Sutra, Shastra Yonitvat, version 1.1.3, Tarka Pratistanat, which is version 2.1.11, and Sruts Tui Sabda Molatvat. Verse 2.1.27 as commented upon by Sri Ramanujacharya, Sri Madhvacharya, Sri Nambakacharya, and Srila Baldeva Vidyabhoshana. In his book Sarva Samadhini, Srila Jiva Goswami has noted that although there are 10 kinds of evidence, direct perception, the Vedic version, historical reference, hypothesis, and so on, and although they are all generally accepted as evidence, the person presenting a hypothesis, reading the Vedic version, perceiving or interpreting by his experience is certain to be imperfect in 4 ways. That is, he is subject to committing mistakes, or to becoming illusioned, to cheating, and to having imperfect senses. Although the evidence may be correct, the person himself is in danger of being misled due to his material defects. Apart from the direct presentation, there is a chance that an interpretation may not be perfect. Therefore, the conclusion is that only a direct presentation can be considered evidence. An interpretation cannot be accepted as evidence, but may be considered proof of evidence.
So, thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. Sapan Prabhuji.
Yeah, Hare Krishna Prabhu. In the Bhagavad Gita, at the very beginning itself, it is stated, Dhritarashtra Vacha, Dharma Kshetre Kurukshetre Samaveta Yuyutsava Mamaka Pandava Shaiva Kimma Kurvata Sanjaya. The statements of the Bhagavad Gita are themselves prove that there is a place of religious pilgrimage named Kurukshetra, where the Pandavas and Kurus met to fight. After meeting there, what did they do? This was Dhritarashtra's inquiry to Sanjaya. Although these statements are very clear, atheists try to interpret different meanings of the words Dharma Kshetre and Kurukshetre. Therefore, Sri Jiva Goswami has warned us not to depend on any kind of interpretation. It is better to take the verses as they are without interpretation. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Can I read, Prabhuji?
Raj Prabhu.
जीवेरा हस्ति विस्तादुई शंका गो माया श्रुति वाक्य से ही दुई महापवित्राहाया. Translation: Chaitanya Mahaprabhu continued, conchs and cow dung are nothing but the bones and the stool of some living entities. But according to the Vedic version, they are both considered very pure. According to the Vedic principles, bones and dung are generally considered very impure. If one touches a bone or a stool, he must take a bath immediately. That is the Vedic injunction. Here, the Vedas also enjoin that the conscience, although the bone of the animal, and cow dung, although the stool of the animal, are very much sanctified. Even though such statements appear contradictory, on the basis of the Vedic version, will still accept the fact that conscience and cow dung are pure and sanctified. Hare Krishna.
Since Vedas are confirming, Vedas are saying it's a perfect paraphernalia. Sunil Prabhu, Surendra Prabhu, please read. We'll continue on a couple of minutes and then we can go to Sloka recitation. Yeah. Sunil Prabhu, Surendra Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yeah. Surendra Prabhu, go ahead.
Shvata Pramana Veda Satya Ekaya Lakshana Karile Swata Pramanya Hanihaya. Translation: The Vedic statements are self-evident. Whatever is stated, there must be accepted. If we interpret according to our own imagination, the authority of the Vedas is immediately lost. Purport: Out of the 4 main types of evidence, direct perception, hypothesis, historical reference, and the Vedas, Vedic evidence is accepted as the foremost. If we want to interpret the Vedic version, we must imagine an interpretation according to what we want to do. First of all, we set forth such an interpretation as a suggestion or hypothesis. As such, it is not actually true, and the self-evidence proof is lost. Srila Madhvacharya commenting on the aphorism Drishyate tu Vedanta Sutra 2.1.6 quotes the Bhavishya Purana as follows. Rigyuja Samastarvascha Bharatam Pancharatrakam Mula Ramayanam Chaiva Veda iti eva Shabdatiha Puranani cha Yanita Vaishnavani Vido Viduhu Swata Pramanyam Etasham Natra Kinchit Vicharyati. The Rig Veda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, Atharvana Veda, Mahabharata, Pancharatna, and the original Ramayana are all considered Vedic literature. The Puranas are that are especially meant for Vaishnavas, such as Brahmana, Vaishnava, Vaivarta Purana, Naradiya Purana, Vishnu Purana, and Bhagavata Purana are also Vedic literatures. Therefore, whatever is stated in such Puranas or in Mahabharata and Ramayana is self-evident. There is no need for interpretation. The Bhagavad Gita is also within the Mahabharata. Therefore, all the statements of the Bhagavad Gita are self-evident. There is no need for interpretation. And if we do interpret, the entire authority of the Vedic literature is lost. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. That's where Prabhupada written Bhagavad Gita as it is. No interpretation, selfish motives, adulteration, etc. Last verse we'll read, okay. Sunil Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Vyasa Sutrera Artha Yache Suryera Kirana Swakalpita Bhasya Meghe Kare Achadana. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu continued. The Brahma Sutra compiled by Srila Vasudeva is as radiant as the sun. One who tries to interpret its meaning simply covers that sunshine with a cloud.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji. I think everybody done now. Lalit Prabhu, are you able to read?
Yes, Prabhu.
With this, we can conclude.
Okay. Veda Purane kahe Brahma nirupana Seyi Brahma brihad vatsu Seyi Brahma brihad vastu Ishvara Lakshana. Translation. All the Vedas in literature that strictly follows the Vedic principles explain that the Supreme Brahman is absolute truth, the greatest of all, and a feature of the Supreme Lord. Purport. By His Divine Grace, Sri Bhaktivedanta Srila Prabhupada ki. The greatest of everything is Sri Krishna. Lord Krishna states in Bhagavad Gita 15.15, Vedaischa sarvair ahameva vedya. By all the Vedas, I am to be known. In Srimad Bhagavatam 1.2.11, it is said that absolute truth is understood in three phases, namely Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Brahmeti, Paramatmeti, Bhagavan iti shabdati. Thus, the Supreme Personality of Godhead is the last word in the understanding the absolute truth Brahman. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Yes, Prabhu. We learn this verse 1 to 11. Vadanti tat tattvavidas Yatnam yad jnanam avyayam Brahmeti Paramatmeti Bhagavan iti shabdati. Very well. So we'll stop here in this verse. Thank you so much for joining and reading CC Madhya 6th chapter. So let us continue with our Sloka recitation. The last verse, and this week we will again repeat all the verses. And Friday. Today we'll do Tvayi Menanya Vishaya one time. We already gone through, Kunti Maharani prayers. Let us recite one time, and then we can wrap up the call. Tomorrow onwards, we will read all again. Let me see 1 second. Still loading this. Yes. Yeah, like this we will decide whatever 4-5 slokas. Okay, this week, and we can wrap up. And maybe from next week onwards or later next week onwards, we can decide again all the whatever we learned so far, 200, 300 slokas. We will repeat next 3 to 4 months. That's a business, only business you can do. The more repetitions, the better our consciousness, We learn so many prayers, but we need repetition also. So maybe next week or later next week we can start. Okay, Prabhuji. Adi Chidam, last years. You do 1 or 2 times and then do this one. One time.
Yeah, Prabhu, Friday, what did you do, Prabhu?
Friday, this one only. Kundimar and prayer. I think we do. I think one time we did.
We didn't do.
I already Queen Kundimaran prayer చేసినాం కదా ఒకసారి చేసినట్టున్నాం I think. Anyway, we'll do.
Okay.
Taking time to somehow.
Okay, Prabhu.
Yes.
So I will do it 3 times. Then you can continue. You can go for the individual practice as you have already done earlier.
Yeah. Prabhuji, I need to leave. Can I read and go?
If you.
Right after Prabhu there.
Okay.
त्वयिमेनन्यविषया मतिर्मधुपते सकृत् रतिम् उद्वहता दद्धा गङ्गेवौघमुदन्वती त्वयिमेनन्यविषया मतिर्मधुपते सकृत् रतिम् उद्वहता दद्धा गङ्गेवौघम् उदन्वती त्वयिमेनन्यविषया मतिर्मधुपते सकृत् रतिम् उद्वहता दद्धा गङ्गेवौघम् उदन्वती. Sapan Prabhu, you can just go.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. Tvaimenanya Vishaya Matirmadhupate Sakrit Ratim Udvahata Dadda Gange Vogam Udanvati.
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhuji. Mataji, you can start one by one. Sanjay Mataji and Samyukta Mataji. Anyone of you.
Tvaimenanya Vishaya Matirmadhupate Sakrit Ratim Udvahata Dadda Gange Vogam Udanvati.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji.
Tvaimenanya Vishaya Matirmadhupate Sakrit Ratim Udvahata Dadha Gange Vaugam Udanvati. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji. Yeah. Who else is there? Lavanya Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Tvaimenanya Vishaya Matirmadhupate Sakrit Ratim Udvahata Dadda Gange Vogam Udanvati.
Thank you, Mataji. Radhika Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Tvaimenanya Vishaya Matirmadhupate Sakrit Ratim Udvahata Dadda Gange Vogam Udanvati.
Yes, Mataji. Thank you. Shirisha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Tvaimenanya Vishaya Matirmadhupate Sakrit Ratim Udvahata Datta Gange Vaugam Udanvati.
Thank you, Mataji. Vani Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dhanvat Pranam.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Tvaimenanya Vishaya Matirmadhupate Sakrit Ratim Udvahatat Adha Gange voham udanvati.
Third line ఒకసారి చెప్తాను.
Ratim udvahatadha adha.
Ratim udvahatad adha.
Ratim udvahatad adha. Gange voham udanvati.
Yes, Mataji. Can you do once the whole shloka, Mataji?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, can you do?
Just a minute. Go ahead, Mataji. You go ahead.
Tvaimenanya vishya matir madhupate sakrit ratim udvahatadha gange bhupam udanvati.
Yeah, thank you, Mataji. Surendra Prabhu, you can do it.
Yeah, brother. Hare Krishna. Tvaimenanya vishaya matir madhupate sakrit ratim uddhahatad atha gange vaugam udhanvati.
Yeah, third line, can you do it, Prabhu?
Ratim uddhahatad atha gange vaugam udhanvati.
Udvahatad atha. Ratim udvahatad. Udvahatad.
Should I do once again, Prabhuji? Complete?
Yeah. Go ahead, Prabhu.
Tvaimenanya vishaya matir madhupate sakrit ratim udvahatadadha gange vaugam udhanvati.
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you. Surendra Prabhu, can you do it, Prabhu?
Hare Krishna. Surendra Prabhuji, done, Prabhuji.
Oh, sorry, you are Sunil Prabhu. Sunil Prabhu, can you do it?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Tvai me anya visya matir madhupate sakrit ratim udvahatadha gange vagham udanvati.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Who else is there? Lavanya Mataji, are you done?
Prabhuji, I'm done, but Raju Prabhuji is waiting.
Raju Prabhu,
Yeah, Raju Prabhu and Ramireddy both are waiting. Okay. Raj Prabhu, please do.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Yeah. Tvaimenanya vishaya matir madhupate sakrit ratim udvahatadadha gange vaugam udhanvati.
Yes, Prabhuji, thank you. Ramireddy Prabhu?
Yeah, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Tvaimenanya vishaya matir madhupate asakrit ratim udvahatad adha gange vagam udhanvati.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. So everyone is done, no? Well, Giriraj Prabhu.
I'm just looking Chandra Prabhu, it's not there anyway. Yes, Prabhu. SB 1.8.42. Tvaimenanya vishaya matir madhupate sakrit ratim udvahatad adha gange vagham udanvati. Translation: O Lord of Madhu, as the Ganges forever flows into the sea without hindrance, let my attraction be constantly drawn unto you without being diverted to anyone else. Mari Mata, Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
This prayer, who recited? Who said this prayer?
No idea, Prabhuji.
Kunti Maharani.
Okay.
Queen Kunti Maharani.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, ikkada O Lord of Madhu ante enti Prabhu meaning? Madhupate antunnam paina, ikkadnemo O Lord of Madhu antu.
Madhusudan, Madhu demon. So that is the understanding. I don't know. Madhupate Sakrit. I'm not sure, Prabhuji. So we see Madhu demon, right? Madhu demon, Madhusudana.
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah, Madhusudan. I think the killer of Madhu. If demon, that is fine, but Pate and general husband, right, Prabhu? Ikkada mari Lord of Madhu అనేసరికి I got confusion.
Lord
Yeah,
of Madhu.
fine. Thank you.
Yeah. You have anything, Prabhu? Like no, Prabhu, on that?
Yeah, Madhupati means what you say, nectar, flowing nectar, no? So he's a lot of nectar also they call some people. But the interpretation generally I heard of Madhupati means who could conquer Madhu, the demon Madhu.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Prabhu.
We'll connect tomorrow. KC Monday. Thank you so much. Vancha Kalpataru, Desha Kripa Sindhu Evacha, Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah, Anantakoti Vaishnavanda ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada Transcendental Reading ki Jai, Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki Jai, Gaur Hari Premanande, Hari Hari.
Hari Hari Bol.
So, see you all.